Okay guys, this is your guy, the Cyber Coach. Hope you are learning something in this channel and you are feeling yourself improving, increasing your knowledge. Okay, thank you from different places of the world that you are following us. That's very great. I'm feeling very encouraged. That's great. Please, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, share the content of this channel freely. Yani and comment in the comment section. Make these videos to be viral, make these contents to be proactive. That's very important because it helps the algorithm of YouTube to understand that the video is bringing traffic, and then it will bring our community to be very larger. Okay, the more the community is larger, the more I'm feeling encouraged, and I can actually go and produce more strong and very deep contents for you guys. Okay, trust me guys, there are a lot of contents that I'm planning for you guys, very big contents, very deep contents, and well details, as you know already. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for commenting and sharing the contents. Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So okay, like yesterday and previous days I taught you, we already learned about Kali Likeness. So I hope that you guys are practicing. You have to practice, don't forget, practice, do mistakes, and if you meet any challenge as you are practicing, come here on the comment section and write, or you have my email that I'm putting on the description. Okay, you can email me with the screenshot, and yeah, you will see how to fix this challenge together. Okay, thank you guys. So today I want you guys to learn like three commands who are very crucial. Is about the user command and the permission command, because let me give you a background, a real world scenario. So is that school that you are pen testing or you are hacking, and you succeed to hack, and then you enter into the database of in the server side. So and then you have files, many files inside, but these files, you want to download the files. When you click on downloading, and when you start downloading the file, and then they write permission denied. Permission denied, like seriously, permission denied, what does it mean? Already I am into the database, but how can I exploit the exploitation, or the post exploitation is very important when you are in hacking stuff. Understanding the permissions of the file is very crucial. That's why you guys are understanding your user permission is very important. If you have logged into a server or into a machine as a normal user, you only have the permission of a normal user. You don't have a permission of an admin or of a root person. Okay, so that's very important. So the first command that helps us understand our user with what we have logged into a computer, the first command that I want you to remember is who am I. Okay, see, when I hint here who am I, it prints me back root, because I am in this section of the computer. I log in as a root. But let's say I open this. When I open the order, let me zoom. When I open the other terminal, and then I say, who am I? See what he's saying. Interesting. Hey guy, you are cyber coach here. But if I type in the other side, okay, you are root here. So what's the difference? Here I log in normally. You know how to log. I put my identity in here, and then yeah. Is cyber coach. I'm a normal user here. But when I enter in this terminal, yeah, the root terminal emulator, so I'm actually getting the administrator or the root privileges. I can do anything in this computer. But here, as a normal user, I cannot do anything in this computer. Understand? So anytime you enter into a computer, you have to understand how to understand what privilege do you have. Who am I? You have to type this command to know. So the privilege that the computer recognizes you. Are you a root? Are you admin? Or are you just a normal user? Let's go to the next. Let me say. Sorry. The next command is the command sudo. Okay, you remember that when you want to do anything that about a command, if you don't understand, you just type man. You remember that's our first video. If you guys you don't know this, go and watch the first video about mastering Kali Linux. Okay, so the next command is sudo. So sudo give us the privilege that we don't have as a normal user. For example, here I'm like a cyber coach, but there's some commands that I cannot do here unless I have higher privilege. And to get higher privilege as a normal user into a Linux computer is to use the command super user doer. So the sudo, okay? Okay, that's very important. So for example, if I want to type without the user, if I want to type, I want to update the computer, I say, okay, please update this computer. I say, okay, apt-get update. See what they will say. Ding, ding, permission deny. Why? Because I don't have a higher privilege. I'm just a normal user. This is very important, guys, to understand. So let's see. Okay, I say, okay, I understand. I need to get a higher privilege. Sudo, please give me sudo privilege, and then let me type the same code. Update. Ding. Let's see what's gonna happen, because they will actually give me the privilege to update the computer, because interesting, you don't longer have a normal user privilege. Now you have a higher privilege, and in your higher privilege you can do such a command. Okay, you see, it's actually preparing to start the how they say it, the process. And then you will ask me my password. I just put my password, and then ding, it's going. Okay, let me stop the process. That's it for you guys. Okay, very, very important. So there are a lot of commands that we cannot do if we are not a super user, if you don't have a upper command, upper privilege. So let me come to my root section and then say, okay, let me see what I have here. Great, we have this. You remember yesterday we created these two files. That's great. So okay, the next command that I want to show you guys in the command, is this command, man command, change mode command. To change mode. So for example, where are we? We are in a root. Okay, we are in a root. Remember, we are in the root directory. Okay, the root directory. So I see, okay, root directory. I want to know the permissions. Remember that if you want to know the permission of a file, there's that command that we learned yesterday and the previous video also. Those who are not aware of it is, let me just type this. Yeah. What is the rules of this? I say, okay, what is the permission? These are the permissions that are given. I want you guys to be very attentive here. It's very important. Be attentive here. Please be attentive. I know that you guys, if you're not attentive, you don't understand this permission stuff. That's the most important part of this video, and it's very, very important in your career. If you don't understand basic, guys, you are dead, guys. Okay, so if I ask the permission of this file that we created here, it's giving us this permission. It's showing us this. Okay, guys, there's one thing that I want to update you. Let me just say echo. Let me write something for you. You remember yesterday we said, okay, echo is this. So in Kali Linux, in the hacking stuff, we have three ways of permission. We have a read permission, and it is actually coded by this. It's coded by R. We have write permission, and it's written code by W. And we have execute permission. Execute permission, and it is written by X. So that's very important, guys, for you to understand it. Let me tap it to print it. So these are the three commands in each file, in each application, in each software in Kali Linux. So it's written like R, W, X. So read, write, execute. So it means that for somebody who has full command, it means that he has R, W, X. That means that he has the whole right, the total right to read, to write, to execute. Read means that you can read it. If, for example, you have only the permission to read, that's R. So if you have the permission to read and to write, it means that it will be written R and W. And if you have the right to read, write, and execute, it will be written RWX. Is very important for you to understand this. So, and every file, we understood that there's three permission: read, write, and execute. That's great. That's three. And they're very interesting that each file is actually putting it in three level, like let me say in three groups. Okay, three columns. We have the first column. Let me just put again echo. We have the first column, that's the owner, the column of owner. The column of owner is still putting the three permission, okay? All the permission. If, for example, the owner has the permission to read, to write, and to execute, they will put it like that, okay? And we have the section of the group who is in the same group of the owner, you understand? They can actually put also, okay, they can put it on the second section. They can put also RWX if the permission is this. And we have also the user section, the users sections, and they are putting also RWX. So let's come to this example. So this is always starting with the owner. This is the owner. You understand? You see, the permission is the permission that we have in this file called cyber is a txt file. When we type to know the permission, it's showing us that in the section of the owner, as the owner, we only have the read and the write permission. You see, here there's an empty. It's always three. Don't forget, there's always three permission level of permission. So they did not put the X permission, right? And on the side of the group, so it means that anybody who is in that group is the same group with the owner. Maybe he's not the owner of it's not maybe the owner of the file, but since he's in that group, so he has the same privilege. Understand? So here we only have like also two permission. Like we have like we can read, we can write, but we cannot execute it. For example, let's just imagine it was a script that we put inside, script of any Python script. You understand? So we cannot execute it because we don't have the right. So if you are just a normal user, okay, like maybe like a cyber this guy here, cyber coach, you understand, we only have the permission to read, we don't have the permission to write, we don't have the permission to execute. Very important to put it to understand how it works. So see, and that's interesting how it is coding it. When in Kali Linux, when it is read, it's putting 4. When it is W, is putting 2, just going half. And when it is let me just put it echo so that it will. When it is read permission, is putting 4. When it is write permission, is putting what? 2. And when it is execute permission, is putting 1. Okay. That's what I want you to understand how it works. It means that sometimes so now how to use the change command. Let's say we want to have the full package. Okay, we want to have full permission here. Full permission. You understand? You want to have like read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, write, execute. So that's what you have to do. For example, I say okay, change mode. And I say, okay, guy, please, I want you to put me a read on the first point as an owner, read, write, and X. We put it on number. I say, okay, 7. Because like 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals what? 7, right? 7 permission. So for the group of this guy, the group of same group with the owner, I want to put like, let me say 7 also. Like I want them to have the same right as me. Let me say I don't want them to have like execute. So I don't want them to have this. I just want them to have this and this. Okay, like 4 and 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6, right? That's great. Let me put 6. Okay, I say okay, for the read side, I want him to also have like the same, not executing. You can just read and write if you want. So and then I say I put the name of the file and a hint. Now let's just check now the permission of this. You will see the difference. You see? Interesting. We have read, write, execute for the owner, read, write only, but not execute for the group side, same group with the owner, and we have for the user one, read, write. So let's say we want full, you want it as a full permission. If you want to do full permission for everybody, that's the thing. We put 777, everybody 777. Let's see again. Wow, everybody have. So there's a thing like if you don't want to put 777, you can sometimes we can change the 77, the full permission. Full permission we can change it by with plus X. Okay? It's the same thing. Sorry. Yeah. Full permission for everybody. Okay? So that's what I wanted you to understand and learn about the change permission. If you have any question, that's very important. So it means that if you enter into if you enter in a server and then you find files and files, directory after directory, and you want to understand, for example, let me just say ls for the whole directory. For example, I want to know was who does the directory. The D, the first D means that this is a directory, anonymous a directory. In anonymous, here as a directory, we have full access. Here as the owner, full access as a same group with the owner. But we can, as a normal user, we can just read. You understand? That's very interesting. So that's the point. So when you enter into a server, you just type the ls space /l to know the privileges, the permission in that file or in that script or in that payload or whatever. So, and then with the change modes, you can just change the full mode. You can just even put like plus X or 7777, 777, and put the name of this directory or file, and then you'll have full access. You can execute, you can do whatever you want. That's very important on changing mode. As we are going in our cybersecurity courses, you'll understand how deep it is for you guys to understand it. Don't forget, read, write, execute. Read is 4 and write is the half of 4. This is 2, and execute is 1. For the 3 part, we have 3 part of permission: owner, same group with the owner in the middle, and users. We can even do whatever. You can create it, you can create a file and just remove all the privileges for the user. Somebody who is not an owner, he cannot know, he cannot read it. That's very important for you. So hope you understand, and if there's any point that you don't understand, is actually getting very confused, let me know. Okay, thank you guys, and see you in the next video where we can learn more other commands in Linux. Please let me know your questions. Follow me, subscribe, follow, and share. Waiting for you. What any challenge that you face in the comment section. Thank you guys. The cyber coach.